Hey guys, so I'm in the Monte Carlo right now just to show you kind of a nighttime thing. So this is the stand gauge 2, and that's trying to kind of showing you uh, the brightness of it. That's on the low brightness. So if I were to change it to high, I've been driving this around like kind of all day too, and it's 26.4. The one up there is since I reset it last. This one is since I started it last. So it depends. This one will go, usually it's from the time that you started it, but sometimes like if you shut it off and you start it back up like 5 minutes later or 3 minutes later, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. Continues on from where it left off, and sometimes it restarts at zero. It's just kind of random. I didn't see anything in the manual about it saying that, but like when it does it or when it doesn't. So, but that's the low brightness, and then let's see, we're gonna go display. That's on low. There's high, and then there's off, of course. So there's low, there's high, and my camera is adjusting to it. So I don't know if you'll be able to see what. I mean, you can see how much it darkens the stuff behind it. So I leave it on low all the time. It's good. Um, so also wanted to show you, I got these fog lights a while ago off of Amazon. They are LED fog lights, and that's the only thing that's on right now. Also, looking at my phone, it is making the lights look a little bit more yellow than they are. They're white. They're like straight white. And it's also making it look brighter on my phone. They're not that bright. So it looks like my headlights are on. That's just my fog lights, along with my normal lights. So and the cool thing about these, I'll show you. So that's off. That's just my headlights. Sorry, the glow from the what do you call it? The LED DRLs you can see in the door. So that's just the LED DRLs. So here's the normal fog lights, and then you can switch them just by turning it off, like you do this. So here's my fog light switch right here. All you do is you turn it off and then on again. So I'll show you right here. You just go off and then on within 5 seconds, and that's what happens. It goes to yellow. So they are like straight yellow. And all you do is you just turn them back off again and back on again, and they're white. So like I said, they are whiter in person than they are on the video. But and then if you go longer than 5 seconds, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, they come back on white. It's always anything longer than 5 seconds, they turn on white. So all you do is just, like I said, you just go off on. So there's yellow, and they are, like I said, they are brighter on the camera. They're not that bright. Like they're about half that what it shows. So maybe like while I'm doing a playback, maybe it'll tone it down. I don't know. But right now, recording, it's brighter than it really is. So and then with my headlights on, that's with my headlights on. And then that's the yellow ones with my headlights on. They're not really that much different. The headlights on these are bright. These are the low beams, and these are aftermarket headlight assemblies too. So they take the H1 bulbs, I believe, and they're I have the Silver Star Ultras for the low beams and the Silver Stars for the high beams. I think it could be the other way around. The headlights themselves come with bulbs, but the first that I had, the bulbs burst. One of the high beam bulbs burst, so I had to send it back, and I just figured I'm going to put reputable bulbs in it. So, so that's low beams, and then the high beams I'll just do real quick. But that's high beams. So, and then I'm going to turn this off. So, shut this guy off. And so that's the lights I got. I've had them for over a year. I put them in like last February. They've been lasting the whole time, no issues at all. They're like $17 for the pair on Amazon. They're called like an X3, I think. just dual color bulb or dual color LED. They are plug and play. There is no extra stuff you got to do. You just unplug your bulb, plug that one in, and it works great. So I haven't had any issues with it. The fitment was perfect. So I know it's dark in here right now, minus the gauges, but so with the Equinox, so this car, hopefully, I mean, I'll figure something out. I have nothing to lose, so I can, with the rust and everything, I have nothing to lose, so I can just do it as I want, just cut out floorboards or whatever, and we'll see what happens. I don't know, but uh, it's actually partially the structural part of it. So I think, I mean, that's the main part of why he said, like, hey, you're not gonna get much longer out of this. If it was just floorboards, I would just replace them, no problem. I've done floorboards before, not the right way, but I've done them. I've put in new metal, and I just don't know how to weld. I know some people say it's easy. I know how to solder, and apparently welding's close. But so I would have to buy all the equipment and all that stuff too. So I mean, I don't have that cash right now. So with what I could do is I could just try to cut out the old metal and pop rivet new metal on top of it, and that's what I did before on like a really old truck. So that it was wooden, it had a wooden bed on it and stuff. So it was just a fixer upper and just let it try to make it last as much as possible. But with the Equinox, if I keep it, it's over there. You can't even see it. You can see the red light flashing in there in the dash. But if I do keep that, I talked to my girlfriend about it because she bought it for me. We basically traded in the white truck, the white Ram, and she doesn't drive, so she bought me. She had stipulations like I couldn't go and get a Trans Am like I wanted to, but we needed a 4-door car, something practical, and I haven't had a 4-door car for, gosh, other than my van. My van doesn't count because that's business related, but a personal vehicle, I haven't had a 4-door car. I've only ever had one, and it was back in like 2005. So other than that, I've always had 2-door pickups and 2-door cars. And then so her stipulations were we had to have 4 doors for better for shopping. And then I wanted all-wheel drive or 4x4 because we were getting rid of our only 4x4. So I wanted something that I could go through the snow in. And then I found out through research that it's like a terrible vehicle for wintertime because the PCV valve is a terrible design and it can freeze up and blow the rear main seal and all that stuff. So awesome. So I talked to my girlfriend about it. We're probably going to end up trading it in when the powertrain warranty is up in December. So like right before it's up, we're going to trade it in, I'm thinking. I don't put many miles on it, but when the problem is with these things, when something starts to cost you a little bit of money, it's like a waterfall. It's just downhill from there. So from everybody that has ever had issues, they're like, dude, they're telling everybody, just get rid of it while you can. When you start having issues, get rid of it. So they do have issues with like the engines and stuff like that. Like I said in my older videos, there is no difference that I've heard. 2010 and 2011 were worse, but 12 through 17 have the same engine. Sorry, they have a different engine than the 10 and 11, but 2012 on to 17 are the same engine. So if they had a recall on 13 and 12, then 17 and 16 and 15 and 14 are going to have the same problems. Even when they replaced, under a recall, they replaced the pistons and piston rings with better ones, they are still having issues with those better ones. So I don't know if it's just because the cylinder walls are damaged already and it's not really helping with even if the piston rings are good. I don't know. So, but I love, other than the engine, I love that Equinox. I do. Like it's a nice car. Like it doesn't feel cheap inside. It feels nice. The problem is it's basically, if you really look at it, it's like having a Chevy Cavalier, like from the 90s. Like it's like a base model almost. I mean, yes, it's a higher trim, but I'm saying like a base car. It's a cheap cookie cutter car. They make tons of them, so they don't really care about quality that much. If you get into like the Cadillac Escalade and the GMC Yukon, stuff like that, yeah, they'll put some time into it and put a little bit better parts into it. But with the Equinox, I mean, even this Monte Carlo, this is technically a luxury car. Monte Carlo is a luxury sports car. There's really no luxuries to this. Doesn't even have heated mirrors. It has no heated mirrors, no heated seats for 2006. I think the LTZ came with heated mirrors, but this is I think it's the 1LT. So this one doesn't have a sunroof and it doesn't have heated mirrors and leather. A 2LT, I think leather's optional, but this is a 1LT, so you couldn't get it. So other than that, though, I can't really think of anything else. But I'm gonna start looking probably October, November. Start looking for something different. I'm gonna get that thing undercoated, just so it looks like it was taken care of. It's great underneath it, but I'll keep it that way for whoever. I mean, that's fine. At least take the worries off of that part of the car for a little bit longer. But I want something that's around the same size. I'm 6'5", so I need something that has some room in it, especially in the driving driving position. So in that Equinox, I could go across the country and be fine. Same thing with this Monte Carlo. I could do the same thing. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. So like and subscribe if you would like, and comment if you have any questions. Let me know. And thanks for watching.